Free Japan Channel number 63. Today, March 4th, Tuesday, 2025. The time is 11 p.m. Dear listeners, good evening. Now, I'm broadcasting this FGC from Kurashiki City, Okayama Prefecture, in Japan. How are you doing? Tonight's FGC topic is AfD became the second party in Germany. This is the topic of tonight. AfD became the second party in Germany. AfD is Alternative für Deutschland in German, an English alternative for Germany. So what is alternative? What does this alternative mean? It means this party, AfD, does not follow the same path as conventional parties in Germany, such as CDU, CSU. This CDU-CSU coalition party has been called conservative in German political context, and Alternative for Deutschland, Alternative for Germany, doesn't follow the same path as CDU. Of course, SPD and Greens, these so-called left parties, are not the same with AfD. Frequently, AfD is called extreme right or far right, therefore not conservative but right wing. This is a name for AfD, at least in the media. In English, right wing is a pejorative word. On the other hand, conservative is more moderate and more good sounding. Therefore, conservative is more favorable word than right wing. And this AfD has been called right wing or extreme right. What does this party proclaim? The principle of AfD, doctrine of AfD, is summarized as the limitation of immigrants to Germany, and Germany should follow the path in order to increase the national interest of Germany. Therefore, AfD is a party for the German patriots. This is the rough doctrine of AfD. Therefore, it enhances the solidarity of German people, and sometimes it fosters the hostility against immigrants, especially immigrants from Middle East part, Syria, for example. In the era of Chancellor Merkel, Germany accepted 1.5 million immigrants a year. This is an astounding number, but this is what Chancellor Merkel did. And Chancellor Merkel was the leader of CDU. Commonly, Conservative Party is hesitant to accept immigrants because the influx of immigrants usually destroys the tradition, culture, or long-held customs. In this respect, CDU party became liberal party, not conservative party, so to speak. Then there were so many conservative German people who had the feeling of dissatisfaction to CDU, CSU, which was so far called Conservative Party. And this feeling of dissatisfaction directed to AfD. Therefore, the general election was held in Germany last month in February, and AfD got 20% of ballots. Wow, 20%. It's astonishing, isn't it? Look, CDU, CSU coalition party became the majority. However, it only gained 29%. And tonight's topic, AfD, obtained 20%. Then, in the next election, there will be some possibility that AfD became the first, which means the majority party in Germany. It was 2013, therefore 12 years ago, that AfD was established in Germany. At the time, AfD was only popular in the eastern part of Germany. Eastern part of Germany was once socialist country, and still now there is a clear discrepancy between West Germany and East Germany. Since the unification of Germany, it has been more than 40 years. However, the difference between West and East are still significant in Germany. It's surprising, but the socialist system had left so much negative legacy in eastern part of Germany. The people of eastern part of Germany became frustrated. This frustration gave birth to the AfD, which is tonight's topic. And gradually, the influence of AfD proceeded to western part of Germany. Now, I'm broadcasting this program from Japan. Japan is a country which has relatively fewer immigrants compared to other developed countries like Germany, France, Italy, Holland, and the United States. Therefore, the immigrant program is much less salient here in Japan than in Europe, for example. However, Japanese government so foolishly now making the plan to accept more immigrants. Japanese bureaucrats or politicians are so blind to the international affairs, especially immigrant affairs. When we witness the miserable and tragic incidents which happened in Europe regarding immigrant problem, we are sure to refuse the acceptance of immigrants, especially if Japan accepts immigrants. Most of them will come from China. And China, what is this country like? This country, China, is a vehement anti-Japan country. Unfortunately, in China, anti-Japan education is conducted so strongly, and TV programs has been broadcasting anti-Japan programs, which even affect not only drama or movie, but also animation movie for children. Then the mindset of Chinese became more or less anti-Japan. When immigrants from such a country come massively to Japan, what will happen? It is clear that Japanese order, Japanese tradition, Japanese atmosphere, Japanese culture will be broken by this Chinese immigrant. It is appalling, really appalling. We can't accept those immigrants from China. Not only for us, but also for other people. Chinese immigrants make trouble. Chinese are infamous in this way. So they are so negatively conspicuous all over the world. Rude manners and loud noise, loud voice, and very arrogant attitude. These typically Chinese behaviors are so disgusted all over the world now, not only here in Japan. We Japanese don't want such chaos caused by Chinese immigrants. Not at all. So let's get back to AfD. In Germany, the percentage of immigrants or immigrants deriving people is approximately 8%, 9%. Now, the population of Germany is roughly 80 million. Therefore, in Germany, 9 million immigrants or immigrant deriving people live there. And most of them live not in the countryside, but in the big city, because there are so many chances in big cities. Employment, education, and healthcare. Therefore, now, when we go to Berlin or Frankfurt, Munich, Hamburg, Düsseldorf, these big cities in Germany, we will be surprised at the number of immigrants. This is not only true of Japan, but also, this is not only true of Germany, but also it's true of France. When we go to Paris, for example, there are such quarters where white French people are so rare, and colored people are overwhelming. Wow. They are from Africa, or they are from Middle East, and wherever it is. These quarters are now appearing in Paris. We Japanese don't want such phenomenon here in our country. German people tardily selected this AfD party now. This is not the other people's issue for Japanese. we Japanese should consider very prudently this electoral result of Germany. Thank you.